Priya, there are so many different ways for me as a developer to get my stuff done, right? I can use cloud services from different hyperscalers. I can install libraries that I'm then going to run on my rack in the data center. I can, combine all of the above. There's so many different things, and everything is kind of a matter of personal taste, where it may not be the best thing, but it's the thing that I think is the best thing as a developer. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and who's going to check, right? And you guys at IBM have created a platform that provides me with guidance as the developer, but also as the SRE and the operations guys, so that they can see, oh yeah, Torsten's technology choices are a little bit questionable today.
Yeah, and we look at it, that's absolutely right. We look at it end to end. Think about the entire DevSecOps lifecycle, right? So being able to look at what is the best way to have out-of-the-box compliant environment when a developer wants to have their code provision, running on whether it's a data center, a VM, or any of the cloud environments. So having that out-of-the-box compliant environment is great, because then they do not have to go through security policies later on and have to do some costly fixes after the fact. So that is where we do the start left, right? And then when you look at the security side as well, it doesn't have to be after the fact, as I said, looking at the different policies and what we are compliant on, what are the gaps, what are the misconfigurations, all of those, as much as possible, if you know it proactively with recommendations on how to improve the posture, that is going to help with the life and uptime of the application itself. And then when you get to the operations side, that's the SRE use cases that we talk about. That's faster, incident resolution, being able to reduce the mean time to remediate. So it goes all the way from having a great application developed to maintaining that application, and in this cloud native world, constantly updating the application, fixing, scanning for bugs, and so on. So we go through that continuous life cycle, and all of that gets supported through Cloud Pak for multi-cloud management.
Robin, and this is the interesting point, that I don't have to worry anymore that I'm causing a horrific security issue as a developer, right? Because you're overlaying the platform with compliance and with one unified compliance engine, basically. And as a developer, I just write against my APIs, and the system will magically place it where it should be going. And if there's not the security controls in place, I won't be able to deploy.
Yeah, so we're investing in a number of use cases with Watson AI Ops, and we know that IT organizations, and really beyond IT, as you mentioned, even into the development shop, they spend so much on regulatory audits and being compliant for those audits, and the fees they have to pay if they're not compliant. It can be a huge cost for an organization. So we're focusing on applying Watson there, from everything from the DevOps pipeline to them releasing code to the run times when that application is out there running, and constantly monitoring that application and making sure that the security policies are met. So if a developer is releasing something and the security policies have not been applied, the operations team will get an alert, and we will be able to detect that before it causes a security problem and can be very costly to your organization.
Right. And that really ties back to what I said in the beginning. I can still make my subjective choices, but there will at least be a safety layer that when my audit is due, I'm not getting everybody in trouble, right? Because if every development team makes their own choices, then you have a lot of inconsistencies. And the IBM Cloud Pak for multi-cloud management really brings back that consistency. And yeah, I mean, that's something that we've been waiting for a while, right? As we continued talking about policy-driven workload placement and day two management. Thank you very much, Robin. Thank you, Priya.
Thank you,
Torsten.